everyone, welcome to the new episode of the Allcast podcast. It's your host Monish R from here, and today we have a very special guest, Mr. Ajith with us. Hello Ajith, how are you?
Yes, sir, I'm feeling glad to meet your voice again.
I am also feeling very glad, Ajith. Now, just introduce yourself to our listeners. Like it's the new episode, and you are our very special guest, my very dear friend. So yeah, just introduce yourself.
Yes, I'm Ajith of class 10th A, and even you know me very well, and I'm your classmate.
Yeah, I also know very well about you, Ajit, and I know that you are a very good artist to say, and you like comics and everything, and that's our topic of today. Our topic is, are comics bad? So, Ajit, what are comics according to you?
Comics are such stories which are written by hand, and few comics are like that which without any film or which is written by hand, and we can also look at the cinematic representation of it, and which looks very clear, and the clarity of the comic writer is who is very impressive in his mind and who impresses with his mind, and he writes whatever he gets in mind in paper.
Ajit, comics is just like a book, a story book where the characters are drawn by the artist and everything. So Ajit, I have read your comics. You also do many different comics, and I liked it very much. So Ajit, just say like where did you get the inspiration and where from what inspired you to make this comics and everything? What brought your interest?
Usually I got inspired by seeing cartoons, which inspires me when I see the movement of it. I see
So like you see in TV that cartoons and everything, and you draw.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I see that.
So like tell me one topic of one comic that you have written. I am also very curious to listen.
Till now I have written many comics. In that, my favorite comic is Game of Death.
Game of Death, okay. So can you just like brief like what's the story? Don't give the spoiler, but yeah, little bit.
Here the story is something like this, where a true martial artist who he always practices martial arts, and he always what dedicate is and his devotion and what the determination is towards his focus of martial arts. He want to be number one in martial arts, and it's also based on true story of Bruce Lee.
Now I wanted to ask you one question. Next question. And to draw comics, you should be also very good in drawing and stuff like that. So, where did you learn the drawings and everything? Did you go for classes or you learned by yourself?
To be frank, when I was studying in second standard,
second standard.
I was very poor in drawing. When I was studying till second standard, I was very poor in drawing.
Okay.
I don't know to draw a simple structure of a car. I was very poor in drawing, and day to day, each day I will practice at least 5 drawings.
Oh, nice.
That made me sure that practice makes a man perfect.
Wow. Very good, Ajit. Very good. Okay. So, and like you said you will be drawing 5 per day and everything. Like which drawing? Like what you will draw? Ajit? Like something, an object or a person? What? Like what?
Yeah. Here the 5 drawings are based on 5 topics.
Okay. Today is okay. Tell me.
Yeah. Today the first topic is about the landscape painting.
Okay.
This is a little bit most easiest, but the color blending matters a lot. Here the color sense should be there, and the clarity and the focus that matters a lot here.
Okay.
Here the main thing is the color sense. Here I use water paint, and which also make if my paint gets spoiled somewhere, I add more water, it spoils whole my paint.
Okay, nice. So
and the second one is second one is the structural painting. Means if I see any structure, I will paint it or draw. We can say it as draw, because the structural painting means, suppose I draw a bird, it's flying on the sky. The same as where I capture the image which I get, which is easier to draw. Toughest one I practice, and by tough I'll get more practicing, and I know where I.
Okay, so can you like draw the faces of persons and everything?
Yeah, I can. But this takes a lot of time, and I need more patience to draw this.
Okay, so if anyone comes to you and are just like draw my face, I will give you some couple of books and everything. You will be like drawing or what, Ajit?
Yeah, I will ask them to. I'll capture the photo of the person with the
Okay.
different angles
Okay.
so
Okay.
that
Nice.
it
Nice.
makes me more easier to draw.
Yeah. So they don't have want to sit like in history and everything, sitting in one place for millions of hours for to
Yeah,
get one drawing like that. It is not there. From
yeah,
technology.
but
You can just capture the picture and draw it. It will be like on the paper. Very nice, Ajit.
yeah,
Very nice. Okay. So next.
sometimes
So
some
next.
people sit for a couple of minutes and they change
Yeah.
their posture. That makes
That will ruin the drawing, you say.
yeah, yeah.
Okay. Nice, Ajit. Nice, nice. Okay, so Ajit, now let's come to the main question that was on the title. Are comics bad for children or it is good? What is your experience or your opinion?
Comics,
Let's say.
comics are not such bad, but it depends upon how we see it. Means
Mm-hmm.
nowadays comics also means the reading of the comics will improve our reading skills and
Mm-hmm.
also our thinking skills and imagination skills. While
Oh,
reading a sentence, we also imagine ourselves that we are on the same spot,
nice.
which makes us more interested in that, and we also get more imagination power. Which to represent any idea, we can also imagine that.
Yes, Ajit. I also liked what you told that imagination. Like in if you see one video, you have to be like limited to that audio and everything. But if you read one comic, you can do your own voice and you can imagine what is going on. So it improves your imagination power. You say, Ajit.
Yes, yes,
Okay, okay. Now, and I will say I will give my opinion about are comics bad or not. I don't think that
true.
they are bad because comics can really improve many things as you told, imagination and also they are in lastly they are also books. So those are very good and we have to keep reading and like it's like a comic and a comedy touch. That's why it's called comic, right, Ajit?
Yes, yes, yes. You're true.
And but it does not want to be always comedy. It can be serious, suspense.
Yeah.
We can have cliffhangers and everything like that. Yes, yes,
Most
yes,
of
Ajit, nice.
most of the times the comics are always in action based or
Okay, action based.
adventurous or thrilling.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, Ajit. So on this topic, which is your favorite comic which you have read?
The favorite comic is which that comic is written by me itself,
Oh,
and that
okay.
comic name is the Two Treaties.
The two
Treaties.
cities. Okay, nice, nice. So I will tell my favorite comic. Mine is Tinkle. Like the Tinkle and everything will come. No, that is there are
Yeah.
different many stories like Butterfingers, Defective
Yes, yes,
Detectives. I take many comics and I have full collection if you want to know. And that's why I'm very interested.
yes.
But Ajit, to be honest, I am not very good at drawing. I tried to draw some comics, but those are very bad. So what you will give, like how can we improve our drawing skills, Ajit?
Number one, there are few keys which can improve your comic writing skills. That
Okay.
that the number one key is practicing.
Okay,
The
practicing.
practicing matters a lot here.
Okay, okay, Ajit. We should like practice every day to get to perfect. Practice makes a man perfect, right?
Yeah, yeah,
Okay, Ajit. Okay, nice, nice. So now I have a very great question to you.
yes,
Comics as a career, like a drawing artist, animation, and everything like that, will it be suitable for the career and everything? Because yeah, it is like many people are interested, like you also. And I will tell my opinion, but before that, you tell your opinion, like comics as a career. What is your opinion about that?
here comic as a career also, which can also get rid of the unemployment. The people who are good
Okay.
at drawing, they can also go and join the comic
Mm-hmm.
and the coloring skills, and they can get a nice the nice scope in this comic writing, and they also can improve their drawing skills. And day to day, they can also nowadays people are in mobile. If they
Mm-hmm.
can do this and they can make their career as comic writers, they can definitely bring the books towards the city again.
Yes, like you can make people go back to books again instead of these phones and everything. But comics
Yeah.
can also be digital, right, Ajit? So like how
Yeah,
can
it can be digital. Yeah,
yeah,
nowadays animations are made by through
digital, yes.
technology.
Yes, yes, yes. And there are so let us talk about animation. You told this topic and everything. So
Yeah,
there
yeah.
are two types of animation. If we listeners know, there is digital animation. There is digital and analogy. So
Yes,
analogy
yes.
is hand drawn, like you draw hand by hand each frame and everything. You draw. I have heard that you draw 12 frames to make 1 second. So is that tough,
Yes.
Ajit? Have you ever tried
Yeah,
like something like that?
yeah, I have tried this, but this makes the toughest part. So I reduce. Suppose the story is based on adventure,
Uh-huh.
I definitely include some aliens, and this part, the most toughest part is the hands of a character, which makes the forefinger, and it makes very very tricky at doing any posture.
Uh-huh.
That's why
Yes,
I
yes.
reduce a finger and I make
In
it as three.
cartoons, I see like there will be not 5 fingers, there will be 4 fingers because they say that it is easier to draw 4 fingers than 5 fingers and animate it. I have seen yesterday. Yeah.
Yeah, yes, yes, yes,
Okay. And digital is yeah computer animation and everything. And there is even one special mention called stop motion. Like you take millions
yeah,
of photos to make
yes.
one
This
animation.
I have done few
You
years
have done?
before
Yeah.
that.
Okay. Tell
I
me
have
about
done with a post doll, which gives a different posture and which is same like a human, which is articulated at every part. We
okay.
can move it at whatever pose we can,
Yes.
and which this also can means if I want to do a pose in right by drawing, before
Mm-hmm.
that I can have a look with this that the doll, and which I can stop motion it, and I can get more ideas how I can express it more, the
Yeah, you
motion,
can.
the angle.
So the stop motion is like physical and digital both combination is the stop motion. There are many films of that kind, and one I would like to recommend a cartoon, I guess, that is Shaun the Sheep. If many
Yes,
people know, I have
yes,
seen that,
this
and
is
it
the
still comes, and it's the stop motion. Like they do one frame by hand. That's all clay. Everything is clay modeled. Ajit, if you knew, that's the fun fact.
yes. I have seen this cartoon a few years before or few days before. I have seen it, but the most toughest part in this cartoon is to make 2 seconds to make
Yes.
2 seconds
Yeah, there
scene.
goes lots of work, yes, Ajit, from what
Yes,
taking pictures to editing it to putting music and then finally giving and publishing it for TV and phones. Yeah, it's very difficult, Ajit. But the final result endly satisfies us, right, Ajit?
yes, yes, yes,
So, Ajit, this was a very fun podcast with you to record. And I hope our listeners has also got a very good experience. And we have come to the end of the podcast, unfortunately. We will end it here. Everyone, thank you for listening. And Ajit, see you next time. Bye.
yes, yes. Okay, bye, sir.